Hey, welcome to week 7 Advanced Anatomy and Physiology crew. Thank you for the work up to this point. I know it's a lot. I know sometimes the lecture content's a little more straightforward, the lab content's a little more straightforward, but then there's a little back and forth on that. I urge you to, for the lab especially, take those simulations multiple times and take notes on the content, because all of that content in those simulations will be fair game for the lab quizzes. And I know you can do this. We're almost halfway done. At the end of week 7, at the end of this week, you'll have your second round of exams. So essentially, after this week, we'll be halfway done with the content for this course. This week, we will focus on brain circulation in lecture. There are 2 videos to watch on how blood circulates through the brain and how we have these really cool protective capillaries that form the blood-brain barrier that help keep harmful things from our blood from entering our brain. And then there's a technical reading on brain circulation. And for the lab, we will have a couple of things. There'll be a heart flow video. So I'm going to ask you to remember how blood flows through the heart. And then there will be 2 simulations to do. Remember, you have to do these simulations to get credit for the quiz. Also, and you need to do these simulations because there's content in there that you'll need forever. So for lecture, couple of short videos on the blood-brain barrier, a technical reading on brain circulation, and this brain circulation reading will require time. I highly encourage you to write test questions for yourself. I highly encourage you to make diagrams for this stuff because it is some deep stuff. For lab, a couple of simulations and then a heart flow review. Essentially, we'll review how blood flows through the heart. You'll learn that in a prior anatomy and physiology class. Now we will revisit it for this week. At the end of this week, we'll have a lecture test online, lab test online, and it will cover all of the content that we've covered since our first round of exams. So it's sort of essentially this last couple weeks of material for lecture and lab. I know you can do this. Please make sure you're checking your email. If you need anything, reach out. Go over your quizzes right away, close the loop on any content, and then strategize for this week. So in addition to the new content, you'll have some review stuff that you'll want to do in preparation for this next round of exams. I appreciate the work, folks. Please have a great week.